Hi everyone, this is an SAP FICO training video, and today's topic is bank accounting. And within bank accounting, there is the automatic payment program. Today's November 12th, 2024. These SAP training videos are helping you on your SAP FICO training journey. Please like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment in the chat. Let me know how many years of SAP. Uh, as you all know, I like to format my questions in my information provided here in question and answer format. Without any further delay, let's get into it. What is the automatic payment program? The central point of all payment functions in SAP S/4HANA. Where are all automatic payment processes, outgoing and incoming, managed through the payment program? What are the four major functions of the automatic payment program? To close open vendor and customer items that match criteria, post payments, generate media such as payment files or checks, generate supporting documentation such as payment advices and payment lists. That concludes our introductory questions. Now let's focus in on the automatic payment program parameters. Automatic payment program parameters. Menu path to the automatic payment program: accounting, financial accounting, accounts payable, periodic processing, payments, or enter T code F110. Okay, as you see highlighted here on the screen, the run date. This is when you run the payment program. You create a payment run which includes certain selections of open items to be paid. The run date is not the posting date or the payment date. It's just used to identify the payment run and normally is the creation date of the payment run. Identification. This other field in combination with the run date uniquely identifies the payment run. Normally, in one day, multiple payment runs would occur, so their identification names are important. Using a good logical naming convention for runs makes sense so that it can be easily identified. For example, starting with an abbreviation of the bank name or the country for which the payments are relevant. Posting date. This field is the posting date of the payment documents that clear the open items. Docs entered up to open items with posting dates up to this date will be selected. All right, the run could be for one or multiple company codes, which are specified in this field. Okay, open items with these payment methods will be selected. The payment method determines how an open item should be paid. For example, a bank transfer, a check, etc. We will discuss the configuration of these shortly. Okay. This is used to check due dates of open items. If an item is overdue on the date of the next payment run or will lose its cash discount, the item will be paid in this payment run. In this field, you enter a range of vendor and or customer accounts for which open items are to be processed. What two steps does the automatic payment program consist of? The payment proposal, the payment run. What is a payment proposal? A test run that provides you with a list of proposed payments that you can check and analyze before actually making payments and closing open items. What is a payment proposal? A test. What happens if the payment proposal has errors? It provides error information for any items that couldn't be paid due to various reasons such as missing payment methods, missing bank account in the master record. What does the payment run do? Makes postings to bank accounts, clears open items, generates payment files or checks. Can also be done during payment proposal. That concludes the automatic payment program. Now let's cover the configuration needed for the payment program. Automatic payment program global settings. The configuration of the payment program consists of multiple steps on the country and company code levels. Menu path to configure the automatic payment program. Financial accounting, accounts receivable and accounts payable, business transactions, outgoing payments, automatic outgoing payments, payment method / bank selection for payment program. Alternative path to configure automatic payment program. T-code FBZP. SAP provided convenient interface in one place for configuration activities related to the payment program. FBZP takes you here. From this screen, you can navigate through the various settings required for the payment program. And we're going to go through all of these in the next few videos. Okay. All right. Click the All Company Codes button. There you will be paying, sorry, there you will specify the paying company code per company code. Payments for multiple company codes by a single company code can be managed through that single paying company code. We will establish this relationship now. Double click company code 1000 to configure it. In the paying company code field, enter 1000 for a one-to-one relationship. You can also select the special general ledger transactions that can be paid. Go back to the main screen of T-code FBZP. Click the Paying Company Codes button. Maintain the settings for the company codes that actually make the payments. Double-click company code 1000 and configure it as shown in the next screen. On this screen, specify the minimum amounts for outgoing and incoming payments that can be processed through the company code. Enter the necessary control parameters, such as permitting exchange rate differences, bills of exchange, direct debit pre-notifications. Another important parameter is the SEPA creditor identification number, which is a required field for making SEPA payments, which are relevant for Europe and will be examined in the next training video on payment files. Click the Forms button to expand the Forms section. Click the Sender Details button to expand the settings for the sender of the forms. Now, you will specify the payment advices and accompanying sheet forms, which could be in the older SAP script form or in the newer PDF form. Here, you will specify the text elements which are written to be input in the form's header, footer, signature, and sender areas. This concludes the automatic payment program configuration settings. Now, let's cover the payment method. Focus, payment method. What is the payment method? An important configuration object that determines how payments should be made for items assigned that method. What should every open item that needs to be paid have? A payment method. How can a payment method be determined? From the master record of the business partner or entered or derived on the document line item level. What are typical examples of payment methods? Wire transfer, bank transfer, automated clearinghouse, ACH, which is SEPA in Europe, payment by check, etc. What levels are payment methods defined at? Country level and company code level. Enter T code FBZP. Select the payment methods in the country button to define the country level settings. SAP provides several payment methods relevant per country. Double-click Payment Method C. Payment Method 4. In this subscreen coding block here, you select whether the payment method is for outgoing or incoming payments. Separate payment methods are created for outgoing and incoming payments. You cannot have the same method for both. Payment method classification. These options determine the type of payment, such as check, bank transfer, or bill of exchange. Required master data classification. The group of fields selected in this section must be maintained in the master record of the business partner. Otherwise, an error will occur with the payments in the automatic payment program. Posting details. In this section, you will specify the document types used for the payments and clearing with this payment method. Scroll down to view the payment medium. Two options are available for generating the payment medium: bank files or checks, workbench, and programs. Payment medium programs. Uh, RFFOUS_C, that's used for checks, is the most common solution for checks, and RFFOUS_T is used for bank files. The payment medium workbench is the newer and more flexible solution for bank files from SAP, in which the structure of the file is designed by selecting and arranging specific elements, rather than being programmed as in the older program, RFFOUS_T. You can restrict the use of payment method by selecting the currencies allowed option. Currencies not listed here cannot be used with the payment method. You can restrict the use of payment method by selecting the permitted destination countries. Destination countries not listed here cannot be used with the payment method. Select currencies allowed. Select new entries. Leaving this table blank means all currencies are allowed. The same goes for permitted destination countries. Save, then return to FBZP home screen. Select payment methods in company code. Payment methods defined by company code are listed in the payment method column. Only these payment methods can be used for the associated company code. Double-click See Check. This is the configuration screen at the company code level. This is the minimum amount per payment for which the payment method can be used. This is the maximum amount per payment for which the payment method can be used. In our example, we specify that no more than 50,000 or 500,000 euro can be paid out by check. This indicates that payments exceeding this amount are checked to determine whether they can be split into several payments totaling a maximum of this amount. If you check this box, a separate payment will be made for each line item, and the system will not try to group the line items. If you check this box, it specifies that only items that are due on the same day will be paid with a single payment. These checkboxes indicate if foreign business partners, foreign currencies, and foreign banks are allowed. This selection specifies if the system should optimize payments by selecting the optimal pair of banks in case you divide banks into groups. Click Form Data to expand the corresponding subscreen coding blocks. Here, you can specify the form name for printing checks. You can develop your own form and assign it here. Here, you can maintain a drawer of the check to be printed on the checks. This concludes payment method. Now, let's cover bank determination. Focus, bank determination. Defining the bank determination is a part of the configuration of what? The automatic payment program. What three things does the configuration of bank determination process determine? The configuration of the bank determination process determine the sequence of selecting house banks for each payment method, the bank accounts for each house bank, the general ledger accounts posted to during the payment process. What do you specify house banks for in the defined bank determination? Okay. Enter T code FBZP. Select the bank determination button that takes you to this screen. Click the gray box next to 1000 to select the row. Double-click Ranking Order. Click the Edit button. Click New Entries. Here, you can create the ranking order of house banks for the company code. You can define the ranking order by which the system selects house banks per payment method and currency. If more than one house bank is specified for the payment method / currency, each bank is marked in the ranking order. The lower the rank number, the sooner the bank is selected. For example, 1 will be selected first. If payment cannot be made from the lowest ranked bank due to the amount limitation, the system will select the next lowest ranked house bank. Select bank accounts. Here, you specify the sequence of bank accounts for each house bank from which payments are made. Sensitive information. You can select the house banks and payment methods and assign them bank account IDs and general ledger accounts they should post to. The bank account ID represents an actual bank account in your bank from which outgoing payments are made and which can receive incoming payments. Enter T code FBZP. Click the House Banks button. Here, you can check the bank account IDs. Click the gray box to select company code 1000. Click House Banks. Sensitive information. Select one of the house banks and click Bank Accounts on the left side of the screen to see a list of the defined bank accounts for each house bank. If you click Create Bank Account from the top menu, you'll be taken to the Bank Account Management SAP Fiori app to create bank accounts. That concludes bank determination. For our final topic, we will cover common issues with the payment program. Focus. Common issues with the payment program. What comes before running the payment program? Running the payment proposal, which is a test run. What do you do in the event you find errors in the payment proposal? Delete the payment proposal, correct issues, and run a new payment proposal. Menu path to automatic payment program. Accounting, financial accounting, accounts payable, periodic processing, F110 payments. Select edit proposal. Select all accounting clerks. Click the green checkbox. Now you will see a list of proposed payments and exceptions. Payment proposals marked with green are okay. Payment proposals marked with red are exceptions. Double-click the exception line marked with red to see details. Double-click this item to see the error. This error log indicates this item is blocked for payment. If you need this item to be paid, it needs to be unblocked. Green arrow back to this main proposal screen. Click the Display Proposal Log button to see an overview of issues encountered. Common error message and resolutions. No valid payment method found. Check the document in the business partner master. The payment must be derived from the master record or entered in the document. Company code blank 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 does not appear in proposal blank blank blank, the run date and ID. Check whether open items are based on the parameters of the run. Check the proposal log for more clues. Account or item is blocked for payment. Either the business partner master record or the open item itself contains a payment block. Account blank 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 is blocked by a proposal blank. The selected account is participating in another payment run, so the system locks it in other payment proposals. You have to finish the previous payment run first. No payment possible because items with a debit balance still exist. A vendor has a debit balance. Only vendors with a credit balance are considered. Required details are not maintained in Business Partner Master. Some fields are required in the Business Partner Master data. If they are not maintained, you will get this error. This concludes common issues with the payment program and this training video. Thank you. And as always, if these videos are helping you on your SAP FICO training journey, I encourage you all to please like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment in the chat. Let me know how many years of SAP FICO training experience you have. Well, as always, thank you all for your time, and till next time, peace.